Hey, this is Best for Me, and I'm Shayla. December is Narcissist Abuse Awareness Month, and we are going to continue our discussion. We started in the first December episode to provide an understanding of narcissist personality disorder. Just to briefly recap, in the last episode, I told you about the claims being made that narcissists are evil. They are so self centered and obsessed with control, they will do evil things to get their needs met. That need is to be perceived to be a better person than who they truly are. The best way they know to do this is by making you look bad. They put others down so they can be seen in a more positive light to deceive people into believing they are someone they are not. I also shared something that I've always known, but Miss Julie Hall, the author of The Narcissist in Your Life, solidifies it in her book. Narcissists are incapable of loving others. I want to make sure you hear this because you may be thinking the narcissist will change and get better and stop doing the things that devalue you and discredit your character. They won't. Narcissists can't love you, so they won't change. The narcissist in my life is my mother, and she's done so many hateful and evil things in my life that I know this to be true. It's not a speculation. She's told me to my face that she hates me and wishes I was never born. I tell my story in my ebook, You're Not My Mother, You're a Narcissist. Get my book now while it's being discounted for Narcissist Abuse Awareness Month. When you read my story, you will see just how evil and self-entitled my mother is. As I mentioned in the previous episode, you will find a lot of resources on narcissist personality disorder. I was surprised when I started researching the illness because it's rarely diagnosed like bipolar or schizophrenia, and it is so misunderstood. Most sources you find will say the same thing, but there are some resources that offer much greater detail into what a narcissist is. Let's look at what some of those narcissistic traits are. Self-entitlement. So what is self-entitlement? Without reading a definition, I'm going to tell you what it means to me. So instead of the textbook definition, I'm giving you the real, relatable definition. Essentially, self-entitlement is when the narcissist puts their needs and wants above your needs at all times and occasions, no matter the situation. For example, when you leave your home, become an adult, and get married, your immediate family should come first. But when you're dealing with a narcissist, having a wife or a husband or a child is never reason enough for you to ignore the narcissist's needs. They're self-entitled and need to be superior to everyone else. They need to be first above everyone else. My mother would do things like holding it against me for not traveling from Nashville to Portland, Tennessee to visit her when she knew I worked a full-time job, was in college, and had a family of my own with my husband and my son. With what little spare time I had, I would want to be there for my child and my husband. The narcissist will make you feel that you're doing wrong for putting yourself and your family first. The thing that is so very ironic is my mother wouldn't come to visit us. My mother could be right here in Nashville at a doctor's appointment, and being the daughter I tried to be, I would ask where I could meet her and her pastor, who she would get to bring her to Nashville. Even though she could drive on her own, they would go out to eat after her appointment. So I thought it would be an opportunity for me to see my mother and for my mother to see me since she was in the vicinity. My mother would make excuses for me not to meet with them, saying things like I should save my gas. This is the same mother that would get mad and hold it against me if I didn't travel all the way to Portland, but with her being closer to me where I wouldn't spend as much on gas, she didn't want me to meet up with her. She's done this more than once. I concluded two things about her behavior over time. One is that my mother didn't want me to take the attention away from her. I knew the pastor and his church were praying for me before a major surgery I had, so I know he would have liked to speak to me and ask about my recovery. That would take attention away from my mother. Narcissists need the focus to be on them. The second thing is that my mother didn't care about spending time with me. Just like I said, narcissists can't love. It is never love. It is always manipulation and control. She wanted me to jump through her hoops. She's self-entitled on her terms. Manipulation. Narcissists are said to be master manipulators. They are pathological liars. So that allows their manipulations to work until you learn who they truly are. They wear masks to hide their evil so people in public do not know who they truly are. Those who know the narcissist may never see the narcissist do anything wrong. As a matter of fact, the narcissist is often a very likable person to those who don't know them. This is why it is hard for people to believe what you tell them about who the narcissist really is or how the narcissist treats you behind closed doors. Then there is the smear campaign. The narcissist lies to the people who know you and portrays you as being the evil person. They do this to destroy your relationships and turn people against you so they will side with the narcissist. The narcissist doesn't want you to have relationships outside of the relationship you have with the narcissist. Narcissists need complete control over your life and relationships. I'm going to stop here and continue in the next episode. Stay tuned. This is Best for Me, and I'm Shayla. Have your best day being you.